Always like this for our Halloween show. This is our Halloween is coming up. You're excited? I'm going out this year as a quid pro quo. But I love Halloween in Los Angeles. The women, they always say, I love dressing up. And then they go out wearing nothing but underwear and kitten ears. This is... Duly noted, sir. You're a Val. But this is a very beautiful time here in Southern California, I think. Mid-fall, right? It's a lot like New England. Our trees turning a beautiful shade of red and gold. Of course, that's because they're on fire here. Yeah, we have 600 fires going. It can be very confusing among the hipsters out here because a kid said to me today, "That's fire." I didn't know if he was complimenting my shirt or talking about something sparking up behind me. So Trump says he will send federal aid for the fires, but first we have to come up with some dirt on Joe Biden. So that's this impeachment inquiry is making a crazy person crazy. The other day, he said the impeachment inquiry was a lynching. Don't you love that about Donald Trump? Even when he's fighting for his political life, he still is able to squeeze in a little racism. You know, and his level of self-pity, I don't think we could ever measure this. You know, it's awe-inspiring. It's like the depths of the universe. That every day, the President of the United States acts like a high school girl who is sobbing into his pillow that everybody hates him, and all his fans are like, finally, a real man in the White House. I mean, he's not crazy or anything, but today he ordered the Justice Department, get this, to investigate the Justice Department. Yeah, no, he's been asking this for a while. He's mad at the Justice Department for conducting, of course, the Russia Mueller inquiry. So he's having the good people at the Justice Department look into those horrible people at the Justice Department. Which explains the new chant at the rallies, "Lock me up!" It's like so... Well, what sent him off the rails was testimony from this guy named Bill Taylor. I'd never heard of this guy. We shouldn't. He's one of those deep state heroes you don't hear about, our top guy who was in Ukraine. He gave the testimony, incredibly credible. He's West Point, served in Vietnam. All the credibility in the world. The upshot was Trump did it. He did exactly what he was being accused of doing. There is nothing left for the Republicans to go to except physically disrupting the hearings, which they did. A bunch of the Republican lawmakers barged into closed-door proceedings, because that's how you handle a lynching, by sending in a mob of angry white men. And the Republicans were all saying the Democrats are holding a secret inquiry. Let us in. They were chanting, let us in. You're already in. There are Republicans on the committee already. They are inside asking any questions they want. And they claim they're being shut out. Shut out. It's like the Houston Astros saying we're being shut out of the World Series. No. No, you're just losing the World Series. You're not being shut out of it. Oh, speaking of the World Series, Trump says he is going to a Game 5, if there is a Game 5. He doesn't really like baseball, but he'll go anywhere where there's a chance a Latino might run into a wall. But he says, no throwing out the first pitch. You know, President, no, he's not going to do that. He said he'd like to, but throwing makes his tits jiggle. And so it's just getting so Mad King out there. Today, I'm not making this up, Trump ordered the government, everybody in the government, to cancel subscriptions to the New York Times and the Washington Post. He's like Louis XIV. Don't show me anything sad. I only want to see pretty things. No, really? You're in the government, and you're not allowed to have a newspaper? Melania was pissed. She said, no newspapers. What am I going to use to line my cage? And yet, what are people talking about? They're talking about a congresswoman from right up north here, Palmdale area. Anyone from that area? Your congressman, Katie Hill. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, her going through a divorce, the husband, boy, divorce is rough. Glad I never did that. The ex put out photos of her nude making out with a woman smoking a bong. I gotta tell you, I was shocked. A bong in 2019? Call me, Katie, really. No, I think it's great. I don't care who does it. I think it's about time a congresswoman got down with another woman, and it explains her slogan, I'm with her. But this was apparently she and her husband and the woman, this was a relationship, like a real a throuple, they call it. Only millennials could ruin threesomes by making them monogamous. I gotta tell you. But finally, I have important news, again, California news. Felicity Huffman was released today after serving 11 of her 14-day sentence. The good news for her is that she got out early. The bad news is that she is now a member of the Aryan Brotherhood.